Right. Sure. Is anybody on? Stephanie?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, Stephanie would have just joined.
Okay. Is she running the meeting or is it Jeff or somebody else? Oh,
So Stephanie
I don't know.
let me know that Stephanie's just let me know that she's having computer problems.
okay. I just wanted to check.
I think she's trying.
I do know that Haley is running just a little late too, but Haley will also be here.
Okay. I'm just a citizen. I'm Eddie Roos. I'm just dialing in to say hello.
Hi.
We're running the BOR concession stand, so I thought I'd see what's going on with the rec committee and stuff. Stay
Sure.
involved. We got asked to run the concession stand. It hadn't been open in a while,
Mm-hmm.
so
When you say we, who is we?
Barre Rotary,
Oh, okay.
Barre Rotary Club.
Great.
So, providing a service to the city, sort of, and of course, any money we get, we give back to the community. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I want to make sure the auditorium is running well and everything up there, and so I thought I'd just chirp in. I'll let you guys
Great.
go and I'll chirp in if I need anything. What's your name? Your name's not on there.
No, oh, that's strange. My name is Kat Allen.
Oh, you're Cat Allen.
Yes.
There's a Cat Allen that works at Home Health and Hospice.
That is not me. That is the Cat Allen that is affiliated with Allen Lumber.
Right.
We get mixed up all the time.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that's California? Maybe not.
Sorry, this is Kelly Ross. I'm also at the grocery store at the moment, so I can hear you, but I'm just on mute so that you don't hear all the background noise.
Thank you.
And this
Yeah,
is Haley Perro. I joined late. Sorry to be late.
Emily Perro?
Haley.
Kaylee, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, and we just lost Linda. So we had both of our fearless leaders, and maybe they are both having technical issues.
Who's the chair of the committee?
Linda Couture, I think is how you pronounce her last name. Yep, the committee is relatively new. It was merged with the Cemetery and Historic Preservation Committee. And it was recently unmerged. So I think this is only, I don't know, Haley, what do you think? Like the third or fourth meeting since it became its own committee again? December was the first,
Yeah.
right?
Yep, that sounds right to me.
Yeah. So we're getting familiar with city services also.
Is there another, so this is the Barre City Recreation Committee,
Parks and Recreation. Yep.
Parks and Recreation, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep. And go
Yeah.
ahead.
there's a, what's the facility one that is, that runs the BOR and the auditorium and kind of looks at that facility there? That's called something different.
Stephanie might be able to tell you. Stephanie is with the city.
Right. Hi, Stephanie. Stephanie's having computer problems.
Yeah. Haley, do you know what the other group would be?
Yeah,
Because
I was just
yeah.
looking it up now. It might be. Oh no, that's not right. I'll check.
Okay.
I think them reoriented them. I think Jeff Bergeron sort of heads that up as far as a staff person.
Yeah, and I know some of the people in that committee. I think John Dowson Giacomo and Art Desereau and some others have been on that committee, that make decisions on what to do with the odd, and like they're gonna put the turf down at the BOR this year. They work with Barre Youth Sports.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
I think so. And I found the name. It's just the Buildings and Facilities Committee.
Mm-hmm.
Buildings and Facilities. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's Wednesday actually at 8 a.m. That's what I thought this was, but I'll stick around and see what you guys got going on.
Great. Yeah, Stephanie coordinates a lot of the events that are held at those facilities, like basketball. And I don't want to talk for her because I'm really not the most familiar with it. I'm relatively new to the community and don't have children.
Yeah, well, we've got the basketball tournament coming up. We always hold that at the auditorium and
Mm-hmm.
pretty big deal. They get a lot of volunteers to sell tickets and to be ushers uh, and that.
Is that a 3-on-3 or is it full team?
Yeah, no, this is the state high school basketball tournament
Oh, why is that not at the high school?
because the Barre Auditorium is a very special place, and that's where the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals are held for the division
Hmm.
2, 3, and 4, I think.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so all over the state, the goal is to make it to the auditorium if you can. And so it's a big deal for Barre because we've always, hosted it.
Mhm.
They come from all over the state. Well, I mean, from those division 3, 4, 2, 3, and 4 communities.
Mm.
The Stephanie would know specifically the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals, or something like that. I think quarterfinals might be held to respective schools, and then I think the semis and finals are held at the auditorium.
Oh, interesting. Are
Yeah.
you from here originally?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of interested and like to keep things going.
Sure.
Make sure they're.
Well, I know one of the things that we were going to talk about tonight, I'm guessing Linda will be back. Oh, and Stephanie said she's so sorry. She's trying to connect, but something's not working, but hopefully she'll connect. But we have an event this Saturday at Rotary Park, actually,
Yes.
with Vermont River Conservancy. That is going to be a nice community day and art project.
I'm very familiar with that. She presented at Rotary a couple weeks ago.
Oh, good. Yeah, Addie has been great to work with.
She's amazing for such a young girl. To
Mhm.
take on those responsibilities and get the social media out and connect with all those liaisons. Yeah. That's pretty good. I recently had a hip replacement, so I'm probably not going to attend that.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I hope the weather's okay. Saturday is supposed to be like our heavy weather day for this incoming system, so
I haven't checked it, but yeah, well, we're due,
Mhm.
that's for sure.
yeah. So I fingers crossed it's just a nice winter day outside.
Yeah, she was asking for volunteers for like shoveling and different things.
Mhm. Yep.
Well, it's gonna be cold and a 21% chance of snow flurries.
Uh-huh.
There's
Hi, Betty.
Just seems to be one of those days with technology and people
Yeah.
running all over.
Mm-hmm.
Need to find a better place to put my phone.
is Kat, are you the originator of the meeting?
Like am I the one who started it?
The organizer, so somebody has to
Mm-mm.
send out the Zoom meeting, would that be Stephanie?
That would be Stephanie. Yep.
I just spoke with Stephanie and she's able to connect to the meeting, but she can't speak.
Oh no. Well, I guess Stephanie for the chat. Do you have updates for us? I saw Linda join earlier, but she seemed to drop. Eddie is here from Rotary. Just to listen in. Stephanie, are you able to call in versus maybe connecting from a computer? Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if we can grab you the number. Mm-hmm.
I have the meeting number and the passcode if you need it, but I don't have the dial-in number. You want the meeting code? Oh, I can type it in. Hang on, let's see here. We go to chat.
Yeah. I actually don't see the dial-in number either.
I had it at one point because I tried my phone first. So I'll see if I can find it as well.
Yeah. Where's typing? There's the yeah. There we go. Hey, we can see you, we cannot hear you.
Well, so like my computer, I have speakers and I sometimes forget to turn the speakers on. And then there's a mute button, of course, for Zoom. And sometimes that says test your speakers or.
Eddie, what do you do in town to be part of Rotary?
I run a little financial planning business over at 103 South Main Street.
Okay.
I'm affiliated with National Life Insurance Company, been there for 33 years, but it's my own little practice.
Nice.
Right across from Air Street, Spalding High School.
Mhm.
Right on the corner, just before the Chinese restaurant.
Oh, okay. Well, Haley and I are next door neighbors, but we
Right.
live on Hilltop, just off of Hill Street. So we're right there by
Yeah,
your building.
you must know Jason and Becky Dakota.
No.
They live on Hilltop. They're your neighbors. It's on that horseshoe, right?
Oh, Becky. Yeah.
They live on
Becky
the
and Haley
horseshoe.
have. Yep.
Yeah, that's Fred yeah. Look, Fred Letourneau's place.
Yep.
Do you know Becky, Haley?
I do, or I know of her because I have the lot in the center of Hilltop Avenue.
Okay. Yeah.
And actually, I met someone the other day who now lives in Woodbury who grew up in the White House where the Tobergs live. I forgot to
Oh,
tell
no
you,
way.
Kat. Yeah.
Yeah, I know the Tobergs. Yeah, I know who they are. The Alexanders used to live in the house that was up above on the corner. The
Ah.
family, and then yeah, it's a nice little city neighborhood. I just live up
Yeah.
I just live up on Waterman, the last street before the Sunoco station on the left.
Yeah.
So, really nearby.
Yeah.
And sorry, you probably already said, but where do you live now?
Waterman Street, just before the Sunoco station.
Oh, you still.
That's where I live.
Got
and
it.
my business is down on 103 South Main, the old Rinker building,
Ah,
as people know it as. Stephanie, you can hear us, but you can't talk yet.
and the way I
Oh.
got the phone number initially, well, actually, I should have it in my saved numbers, was because Zoom had deleted itself from my phone. Let me grab that. Let's see. Oops.
How strange. Aha. Haley to save the day.
Well, we'll see if it worked. It made me manually type in the meeting number. It didn't do like the one tap, but that should be at least the number to call in on.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have Linda at all because I don't know if we have a quorum then, right?
Right. Yep. Linda was here and dropped, and then Kelly was here, but was grocery shopping and has dropped a couple times.
She's probably at the checkout counter, so she can't.
Or if she's in the
Mhm.
Hannaford, there's just so little reception there.
Yeah, there's just no service at Hannaford.
I'm gonna just listen in, okay? I'm not gonna,
Sure.
I'll do some work here and then I'll chime in if I
Mhm.
can add anything, but if you have any questions for me, I'm still here, okay?
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll just mute out. So yeah, Haley, the reason and Stephanie knows this, but we were asked to run the concession stand at the BOR, the Rotary.
Oh, great.
So we are, and so we're just sort of, I saw this meeting and I go, oh, I wonder what's going on up there. And I just
Yeah.
sort of let people know for the home Spalding games and for the Black Bears hockey and for the Barre figure skating, we'll probably be open,
Oh,
for
good.
the public so that people can watch what's going on the rink and have a hot cup of coffee or hot chocolate or pretzel or hot dog if they want. So that's
Sounds good.
whatever proceeds we make goes back to the community anyway. So it was a good fit. Not that we are lacking anything to do, but we'll we work with Stephanie and Jeff and Nicholas on that.
Excellent. Well, good to meet you. And the meetings normally go much more smoothly than this, I swear.
Yeah.
No worries. I'll just listen in. Thanks.
Okay.
Stephanie, can you hear us? No.
Oh, okay. She's calling.
Good.
Good sign.
Are you able to come on Saturday, buddy? Were you able
I'm
to sign up?
90% certain. It's my mom's birthday on Thursday, and we're trying to
Yeah.
coordinate a bunch of schedules, but
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, if you're coming, you should see if Ethan wants to pop in town and come.
yeah, maybe. I was gonna say he's probably had some food at the concession stands at what do you call it? Stick and Puck has gone to the Barre Auditorium or the BOR for that a few times.
What is stick?
Yeah, we don't open for stick and puck, but
Okay. I'm not sure. Is that just kind of like open practice? Anyone just wants to skate around like solo without playing hockey
yeah.
with stick and puck?
So yeah, it's just so we grew up. So let me come back on here. So yeah, back in the day, before the BOR was constructed, which was even before Stephanie was around, we had a rink down at the north end, and that's where we played hockey. The rink's still there. I'm not sure if it's open this year or not. It's been kind of a bad year, but I mean it was the North Barre skating rink, and so you'd always have pickup games and kids from 7 to 17, trying to play hockey and stuff like that. So they have stick and puck at the BOR. So you can I think they have the net up and you can just go up there and bang the puck. It's a little more dangerous than public skating because there's sticks and
Yeah.
But I see Nicholas up there with his son quite a bit. I have seen him for that, but we're still trying to gauge what is scheduled to the BOR and then what type of participation from you can't just be up there for 5 or 10 people,
Yeah. Right.
Oh no, Stephanie,
Hear us?
what happened to the phone?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Oh, hallelujah. Okay, I'm so sorry. The work computer, I turned it on and it's like, you got to update Zoom and whatever. So then I get into my personal
worst.
computer. I'm like, oh, I'll get this on, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Gosh. Okay,
I was late. We've lost Linda and Kelly. Everyone's had tech issues today, other than I think Kat and Eddie. They've been solid.
Yeah.
But do we have a quorum to actually meet?
Nope.
okay, so
Thanks.
yeah, no, well, we can still talk, but you can't take action. And
Okay.
I'm okay with that if you folks are okay with that, because
Yeah.
I think it's good. Kelly texted me, she was on for a little bit. I don't know. I didn't see if Linda was on or not.
Linda was on and then dropped pretty quick.
Okay. Okay. Well, one of the things that we did want to do was to get the chair, vice chair, and secretary, and we'll obviously have to wait, wait on that. The River Conservancy event, Kat, I think Addie said you're going to play a good role on that on Saturday.
Yeah. Yep. Nick and I are gonna go, and then I have Tally and Pearl Street getting bottle caps also, which I really thought about, and not very many beverages come with bottle caps anymore, especially around town, because most beer is either canned or on draft. So
Okay.
I don't know what we would gather locally, but those two places are collecting them.
Is there any
Okay.
point in any of the redemption centers? You get a redemption I assume whether your bottle has a cap on it or not, maybe putting out a box, or if there's anything that people can do for us there.
I mean, we only have
You know what?
4 days left.
The rink. I can put one up tomorrow morning in the rink, just to see what we can get. And
Yeah,
the
I mean,
auditorium is basketball.
what bottles have
Water bottles even, maybe?
Oh, this whole
Like the
time I've been
plastics.
thinking, metal bottle caps. That's not correct, huh?
Well, Haley,
it's
you and I are thinking plastic, and maybe we are that's what I'm
Mhm.
thinking.
I was thinking all of the above when I saw the picture.
Okay.
And was Addie
Yeah.
collecting them
Okay.
from anywhere or doing any outreach? I just otherwise don't know where these
I don't
are.
know.
Well, when she presented at Rotary, it was the indication that it was metal bottle caps and they were gonna glue them together like an arch and stuff, but to Kat's point, there's not a lot of bottle caps readily available like that.
Yeah.
But I guess, you could go to a bar, go to any of the 4 bars in town and just say, hey, can you just empty the things for us for Friday?
Right. Yeah. And 2 of them, Pearl Street and Tally are doing that. I should have asked Gusto's yesterday. I went there for lunch.
Gusto's and Mulligan's, yeah.
Yeah, Stephanie, I think that's gonna maybe be our better route for that type of bottle cap than the BOR or the brink.
Well, I hope those kind aren't at the BOR.
Yeah.
And Addie and I were talking today, just about, the permit to make sure to, have a little bit of the fire there. And I think that'll be fine. And I'm seeing a lot of interest about the snowshoeing. I thought that was really nice. That they're going to do a little snowshoe.
Do we have any concerns about the weather? Because Saturday is potentially our weather day for the storm that's coming in.
Oh, boy, I hadn't looked ahead, but I'll get on with Addie tomorrow because I don't know what arrangement, she has some porta potties coming. I don't know, what she can get out of. Yes, thank you. That'll be first thing tomorrow, something to really take a look at. Because certainly we want it to be successful and we're trying to encourage all ages to come. And so I don't want to discourage any really young children or any, older folks from coming.
Especially since that's the grant.
Right. With the AARP. So,
is there,
that'll be something to talk about.
Is there a fire pit there? Or do we need to bring fire pits?
And there's an older cement grill. It's not in the greatest shape, but it will work for that. And I that's why I had Addie talk to the fire chief, because I wanted to make sure just what she was thinking, where she was gonna do the fire, just so, you know, with the permits, we get the right place, so.
Okay,
You know,
I mean,
there definitely is a place.
we have a portable solo stove that
Okay,
we could bring, that's like a portable smokeless fire pit. It is still wood burning, so we would need a permit. Haley, you have one that we could technically load up in the back of our cars
Yep.
and take over. But yeah, if there's not a fire pit there, we have two that are transportable that we can bring.
okay. I'll just, you know, touch base with, Addie again tomorrow. You know, like I said, the portalets are coming. I wasn't sure who, like the food folks, I don't know, who exactly was coming for, like either vendors or to provide food. I don't know if you had heard any names.
No, I mean, Addie's really taken, I did not know that Addie was touching base with so many different groups. So like I know obviously has been talking to Rotary. She went to the senior center. And then she also has been working with Rainbow Bridge.
Oh, yeah,
So there's a bunch of different groups that I think like have been reached out to, but I'm not really
Okay.
sure who all she's coordinating with.
okay. I'll reach her on the phone tomorrow. I mean, we had a lot of back and forth emails today, but I'm more like a telephone person. It's just easier to,
Yeah.
you know, get on the phone and, you know, ask the
Mhm.
questions. And, you know, we can go from there, but, I think that there's just been some pretty good interest on Facebook. So I was just overall
Mhm.
happy to see that, just for, a, you know, like a fun winter event. So,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, we'll see we definitely have to watch the weather and,
Mhm.
make a plan ahead of time.
Yeah.
And,
Do you know, has Nicholas moved forward at all with any of the mass notification systems with the city?
I know they talked about it, potentially some new, you know, like the VT alert, a new type of a, like an alert
Right.
system. I don't think it's,
Okay.
it's not, active right now. I know that,
Okay.
we talked about it.
Okay.
I have a meeting like tomorrow morning at 8:30 with him, regular meeting that we have, team meeting, so I'll check that out. But of course form is great, but of course it's not instant like, you know, that would be. You know, our
Yeah.
Facebook pages, everybody's really good at sharing.
Yeah, so actually I was the person who vetted the different software vendors because that's like my profession is working in government technology. And so I gave him like my finalist list. I just didn't know if we were to have a weather outage, if there was an opportunity, like if we needed to reschedule, if there was an opportunity to use the new service, if it had been spun up yet, but I hadn't heard anything. And then the other piece was, do we know if Nicholas is gonna let Addie do like an Instagram takeover for the day? So that she can post like the same content.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, because I think that I said I would look into that last time.
Mhm.
Let me ask on that. You know, Nicholas is very good about anything like this. All right. Okay, I made a note of that, and the alert.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if he doesn't want Addie or the Vermont River Conservancy to do it, I'm happy to, you know, be the poster for
Okay.
the day. But
Okay.
Haley, do you know how any of that works? Does someone give you just like temporary authority, or do you actually sign in to the account? Have you had to do any of that with your day job?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
And
I'll,
I want to finish that thought, and then I said a different question for Stephanie.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Okay.
Stephanie, I think that's really important. Like for Facebook, things can be, it can be like really collaborative, but we really want to get that Barre City VT account, like good content. And we would want to do it for the whole activity. So like the different events that are happening throughout the day. And hopefully
Okay.
get it reposted, from Conservancy, get it reposted from AARP, but see if we can really use it as an opportunity for people to know that that account exists.
okay. And I had an appointment this afternoon, so I've still got like 2 more hours of work tonight. So I'll email Nicholas tonight, or text him, just so that I can put the questions out there. And, he's really good about, if I text tonight, he would get back to me, but otherwise,
Sure.
we'll touch base tomorrow at 8:30. But like I said, I've got about 2 more hours that I have to work tonight. So,
Okay.
I'll check that out. And you had a question, Haley?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, after you talk with Eddie, if you want to report back like what the biggest need is, I'm happy to pitch in. I should have offered that. And
Okay.
but like if it's grassroots outreach, like posting in front porch forum, putting up flyers on every downtown business, I'm really happy to do that. Really anything if it's more the logistics side of things. Kat's probably better, but teamwork.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if this has gotten put on the community calendar, because I haven't seen it come up on Front Porch Forum as an event.
Yeah, we could even like do it multiple days. Both the calendar, you'd put in the one calendar listing, and then like Kat and I and others could post, because I think repetition is helpful there too.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't see anything on Saturday except for the arts first activities for young children at Spa. So
And I think Addie, she'd appreciate the help to get that put on there. Any way to get the word out a little bit more.
Sure. Haley, do you want to do that on the forum? And then maybe we can see if Shanty can do it for Barre Town, since the park is right on the edge there.
Okay.
I don't know if Shanty would want to do it, but
Sure.
it'd be good if
I think
it would be good if someone in Barre Town would do it.
Yeah.
So we've got a little bit of things to check, and we can always, email just to update how it's going, because it's with what I hear from Addie and what I hear from Nicholas, and we can just go from there. But I think that she's done just a marvelous job.
Yeah.
And so.
Yep. It would be good if you do talk to her tomorrow. I guess she emailed me a little bit, but I'm assuming she would like us to be there early.
Yeah, I can come on the front side of it. I have to do caregiving for my mom later, so and I don't have coverage, but I can come on the front side to help get set up and stay a little bit into it. So I'm happy I can find out what time, but I can come at any point in the morning.
Yeah, my husband and I are planning on staying the whole time. We just need to know what time to be there. Like, when is a good time to support her?
Okay. Yep. And I can help too. All right. Well, I think we're pretty good on that. I get some answers back to that. I may, if you don't mind, switch the order a little bit. I was going to ask you, remember we talked about some program ideas, and it may be that, without the other members here, you could just email me some thoughts on, thoughts that you have. and then, you know,
Yeah,
see where we can go
so-
for the,
I was gonna say, as of last week, I'm now on the building committee at the old Labor Hall.
Okay.
And bye, Betty. And you still have time. Yeah, okay. They can no longer store anything in their basement, but I am curious. I know that bocce used to exist in their basement. And so if they can't
Oh,
keep it there anymore, I'm wondering if we would be able to do like a bocce league out of the old Labor Hall in that long bottom room.
I've never been down there, but you know, that would be something, because it'd be nice to get people that have never played before, to
Mhm.
start. And that might
Yeah.
be, I can't say for sure about doing that on turf because I really don't know, but I think you can do that, like on the new turf that we're getting. You could do bocce in there. Those are my thoughts. I have to learn.
I was saying at the old Labor Hall.
Okay. Yeah. I'd love to do a tour to just see a little more about it. Is
Yeah,
Karen
I'm-
Lane, is she still?
Yep, I'm meeting with Karen on Friday to tour the building and to really see what we can do
Okay.
to kind of refocus that with the community. And then my other piece was, do you know if there was any more discussion on the rose garden that Ginger had proposed?
No, I think we talked about, like, I thought it would be a great idea to put them in, on some of the parks, and then was it Hillside?
Well, so
there
up
was-
up on Hilltop where we live, there's those
Hilltop.
2 FEMA lots. And
Yep.
so I think using those as opportunity for planting the roses, and it's a good spot that if people just wanted to come sit up here, it's very quiet. Unless it's a Thunder Road night, and then you can hear the cars circling. But it's just kind of a cute area that if Barry did want to have the Boy Scouts do a picnic table or chairs, like if they're able to do like an Adirondack type chair, like a great area for the garden club to do some of their meetings in the summertime.
Yep.
And yeah,
I would love to see even, I think that I may direct her to the cemetery committee too, because I would love to see some of those like up in Hope, a couple places in Hope Cemetery, just like we talked about a memory, like
memorial. Yeah.
You can't quote me, but I thought you were saying like a $70, like for like a memorial, like a plant or
Yeah.
something along those lines. But Hope does have some beautiful places that I think would be really nice.
Yeah.
So I guess we need a little more on that as spring is coming. I think that could be a good priority to like.
And I've been really remiss in looking for grants, but I am also working with Chris Ruiz on the art walk in Pearl Street Alley. We just need to get the initial funding to make sure that we can support it for the year. And then send out the communications to the town and the high school and all of the different groups to have people submit what they would want to paint and to sign up for a slot.
Okay. All right. Good.
Mhm.
So at the auditorium, pickleball has started, and we have 3 nets set up in there. This will be the last week for a little bit because, and I know that Eddie was talking about this, the Vermont Principals Association, it's everybody works so hard to make it to the odd. We'll have, 2 weeks of high school championships. And then once they're cleared out, we'll go back to pickleball. And we may have a show in between, but, you know, we cover it with the rugs and I can keep the lines down. But that's been going really well. Great group of people coming in. You know, once or twice, you know, there may be a day when, you know, only like 2 people show up or something, but like today it was full all day. And I expect probably the rest of the week will be full. So it's been fun.
Good.
The people very much enjoy it. And it's great because, you know, there's not a lot of places to play right now because obviously, you know, with the weather. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
How early in advance would we need to think of like a community night at the pool? Because last summer we were thinking it might be nice to do like movie nights at the pool, like projecting on a screen and have people be able to like float and watch the movie.
The challenge with that, because my idea is you have the movie Jaws, you know, like,
Sure,
like
yeah,
a movie like
why
that,
not?
except we don't have the proper lighting though in order to do that. That's our challenge. We don't have safe lighting to be able to do that. But to have
Okay.
like a community night, like a, you know, like I'll call it like a family swim, but you know, like a night swim. You know, the grill is there, so you can have hamburgers and hot dogs and chips and stuff. Because we used to do an event like that, like school's out for summer.
Mhm.
Like in the beginning,
I
we always had like a big fun, like watermelon and, you know.
I think it would be good to do one for kids. I think incorporating like adult nights, like community events that are just for adults also might be nice.
I'm sorry, can I just jump in?
Yeah, okay. Sure, Ed.
Are you talking about the pool, having a community event at the pool?
Mhm.
And Stephanie, did you say something about there's insufficient lighting to swim at night?
Yeah.
Oh. That's too bad. That'd be cool to swim at night if we had
Mhm.
proper lighting.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of liability, you know, involved with that, and the lighting is just not, you know, not making it safe enough.
How much more liability would it than be swimming during the day?
Because you can see during the day with the light. I mean, it's
No, but I'm saying if I guess where I was going is Rotary has a vested interest in that particular area of the city. Because we have the road, which is where you're having the event this Saturday. And we, you know, we sort of feel responsible for keeping that shelter up and trying to make that area attractive for families and gatherings like this. And so when you started saying that, Kat, I was like, wow, that would be cool. But
Mhm.
obviously, you'd need proper lighting at that pool, which I'm sure is nowhere to be seen on the budget as far as the city goes. But it's those types of projects where we can help.
That's exciting.
Mhm.
yeah. So I mean, that's a great idea, you know, to do that. And Kat, you bring up like a point that's very important to me. This is all like cradle to grave. So sometimes people, oh, things are kids. You know what? We don't grow up as kids and we have all these wonderful fun things. And then you're as an adult and you're like, okay, you just kind of drop you off to whatever. So
Mhm.
that is very important. And I do appreciate bringing that up because, you know, the senior center is getting, they've been doing a lot more. Look at, they're helping with this project here. I kind of watch what they do. They're doing a lot more too. And, you know, you can be a member. It's either 50 or 55, and that's pretty young. So, you know, we don't want to lose sight of that part. So, I mean, so that's a good idea there. Open gyms we've been having on Sundays, like 5 to 6:30. Bernie Allen, fantastic. He is one of the best volunteers. The program is extremely successful because of him. He is dependable. He's on time. and, you know, the people who come respect him. It's all ages. There were like 69 people, yesterday. And that was a pretty good number considering, you know, the Super Bowl was, you know, starting at 6:30, and we've had about 80 kids. So that's good. The Mutua has been supporting that, and the Kiwanis would like to do one, but we're starting to run out of some of the dates because we're starting to get into shows again. But whenever there's Sundays and, you know, Bernie's available, you know, we do a program. So we've been doing that. Public skating, you know, it's been going. And Eddie, hopefully I can touch in on some of these. I'm sorry I could hear you talking, but I couldn't get back. So I mean, public skating, the rink is amazingly kind of winding down in the season. Once Spalding gets, you know, like once the hockey, we figure out, you know, if they're in playoffs or not, then we close down and we will be getting the ice out, and then we're going to be going to the new turf. But public skating is up, and up. It's up in a positive way, but it's up in a sad way. Unfortunately, you know, with the outdoors, not a lot of snow, you know, not so many people are able to go out, you know, snowmobiling and cross-country skiing and all those things. So the rink has been really popular. So that has been good. And, you know, Stick and Puck, you know, has been in. And then it was funny on Friday. This is all recorded too. So I already said this to him, it's going to be okay. Nicholas says, Stephanie, I want you to Saturday morning, 8 to 10, because we had a little gap in there. 8 to 10, public skating, free, and then 11 to 1, Stick and Puck. And so I just promoted it as a way, you know, cabin fever, just because people just to get out, have fun, and you know, people did come. It was a little bit last minute, but you know, we still accommodated people.
This
So
past Saturday, you
going
did that?
well. Yeah, yep, we had it. So I had it Saturday morning, public skating and Stick and Puck, and then I had my regular public skating and another Stick and Puck on Saturday. And I want to think we might have had 1 or 2 high school games.
Yeah,
Saturday.
no, you should let us know
Doubleheader?
you should let us know about that. So what we tried to do is when there's a Saturday game, so Saturday games are usually 3:15. And then I figured out the public skating, which is a set schedule on Tuesday. I'm sorry, it's
Yep, you're
it's-
right.
It's Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
So
And-
those are pretty easy. So Saturday, it's 1:30 to 2:45.
Yes.
So we're trying to open for public skating on Saturday when there's a 3:15 game. So we did it for the first time this week, and it was good. You know, people were there before the game. It was a big game against Rice, and it was definitely worth it. So I'm trying to see if the club, you know, we're trying to get it so it's a turnkey operation, so it's really not a big deal to open. It's not like, you know,
Right.
really going, you know, you just need like 2 people. And I'm calling it like 1 captain and then just 1 volunteer. And we have a lot of the student volunteers. Students need to get credits for their community service. So it's fun, and if it's a turnkey operation without getting too fancy, you know, you just gotta make popcorn, stuff like that. So like, and I was telling the ladies earlier, if we knew this, back in the day, Punker Burns said that it was open 7 days a week. Well, you just don't know when things are going on up there, but we want to try to be there when things are going on. So if you're saying sometime like, we're gonna do free public skating and stuff like that, you know, we'll try to be up there as much as we can. I don't think we'll be able to do it all the time, but, and then what do you think the schedule will be like when the turf goes down, Stephanie?
We're trying to figure out right now. I'm waiting. Barre Youth Sports has the first rights to the schedule, so I'm waiting on their schedule because you know, if we can get people in there, you know, like after school, early evenings, and then maybe Saturdays. But I'm going to send you tomorrow the link that you can click and you can see live, you know, the schedule of what's at the rink. If I make a change, like let's say tonight, if I work on the schedule, it's all live. So your link, you can see what I do.
Where is that?
And
Yeah, I've seen that
Sorry,
online.
where is that hosted? Where is that calendar?
It's on the Barre City link. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, if you go to, yep, and I'll send it,
Sure.
when I get done, I'll send it off, barrecity.org under, there's like Civic Center, and you'll see Civic Center schedule, and you click it. You can even see like Alumni Hall, Auditorium. Sometimes it might look like, let's say the auditorium is available. I try to the best I can, to block off, like, you know, the days in front and in back are sometimes, you know, we have to set up, tear down. But for the most part, like the rink is pretty spot on, which would be helpful. And, I think there could be, something, with the turf. We're still trying to learn a lot about the turf. And, I'm getting feelers out now for people who are interested in running programs in there. So, that should be good. And, right now there's just been a lot of scheduling. I do a lot of scheduling of, somebody wants a meeting in Alumni Hall, somebody wants, in the auditorium, someone wants like a tour, those kind of things. So that's been busy. And then the Garfield Playground, we had removed the play structure, and I had bought a new play structure. And by the time it came in the fall was too late to install it, but I've been promised that we're one of the first ones to get it installed, and that's on the corner of Garfield and Lincoln Avenue, a new play structure. So that'll be exciting. That the neighbors there they're wonderful, and I think they'll take ownership of it, just like the Friends of the Matheson Playground. So, some, good things happening. There'll be some more stick and puck and open time, Eddie, in this February vacation, but I have to see, it's the right now who has home ice, who's, because U32 will practice with us. So it's a matter of, okay, Spalding girls have home ice, or they're on the road. And so if anybody's practice changes, sometimes the girls come at 11. But I'll know that soon. So.
Good. Well, I hope
Anyway.
it works out. I hope the community has, we've heard some positive comments that it's back open.
Yeah, and we're going to have, like, I'll call it open gyms, even though it's an open turf. And there'll be things that, we have the batting cages in there. I'm working on ordering soccer nets right now, like the special soccer nets, and, frisbees, things like that. So, like I say, open gym, but open turf so the community can come in and play. I suggested, Nicholas, what I'd like to see is like a morning walk in the BOR on the turf. You walk, like you can't walk outside. It's raining, it's cold still in the spring, it's muddy. Come in and, walk inside in the BOR, figure out how many laps. So it's a lot of unknown, but things are beginning to come. So
That's exciting. That's really cool.
So, but I mean, I apologize on tonight. This, if I knew it was going to do this on my computer, I would have tried. I would have started at 4:30 trying to log in. But
Who has the
does
Zoom
anyone have
account?
any questions? What's that?
Who has the Zoom account?
Well,
I think
okay,
it's the city.
I had to. What would have transpired is I had to be at the medical center in Burlington today, and I didn't know how long it would take. So I asked him to please set it up so someone could just click in. So if I was late, everybody could still get in, because otherwise I would have been the one to log in. And our IT person went out today for a family medical. So, that's just unfortunately, but, the burden falls on my errors here. But, apologize for that. But it's been really like some good chat here. I appreciated it, and, got some work for tomorrow. And
So
go
the
from there.
Kat was telling me that this is a new committee.
It's a revised committee, some new members. So like Kat and Haley are new, which is fantastic. A lot of energy. And we have Kelly Ross and Linda's the Butcher's the chairperson, and Brett Rubinet. Brett couldn't make it. Kelly was on. Sometimes she has like ball games, so she tries to go on the road, you know.
Stephanie, I'm kind of wondering if Mondays at 5 are not the best time for all of the committee members. I mean, I haven't met Brett yet, and this is the first time that I have heard Kelly, and it seems like it's not great for her. I know that Haley normally works until 5:30, so she's leaving work early to attend these. So I think we either need to revise the time or the day.
All possible, and what we can do is just, you know, put a poll, what, you know, like get some options, what works, and then we do that. That is totally acceptable.
I just want to throw it out there too. I think a lot of the stuff that I've talked about is pretty evident to this point, but one of the things that I really wanted to do as part of this committee was not necessarily just focus on like ongoing programs, but see what type of recreation for the community can be brought in singular events. Things that like encourage people to like come and mix and mingle. There's been a lot of new young professionals between, you know, like mid to late 20s through that 50 demographic. And I think quite a lot without children that have moved to the area since COVID. And that is a really difficult group to, you know, make new friends as an adult. As you know, I can personally attest to that. So I'm doing quite a lot of things with people in the community. I run trivia twice a month at Pearl Street. I am helping Tally establish a silent book club and potentially doing speed friending or maybe a speed dating event also at Tally. To like help local businesses like draw in crowds on nights where like they are quieter. But I think a lot of these events are things to find common interests with people that wouldn't normally, you know, if they're not into something that's like truly athletic, it's a recreation opportunity for them to be involved in the community. And so I think it's planning these kind of like one-off activities gauged to that demographic that maybe doesn't have as much community support right now.
Cool.
And that is why we have good new members.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm a big supporter too of trying to tie programs in that tie people into the businesses, you know, like yoga. You know, you open up a try me night, you know, you know, like the jazzercise, you know, should we get like a try me night, try to, you know, to meet people like an open house at these places. But yeah, so a same kind of page and new ideas, everything is, that's what committees are for. So keep the thinking going and see where it takes us.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Good job. Nice work, Kat. Look, I'm gonna go. I want to just leave you with so the thought, you know, the strengths I have are in-kind donations for people that I know can do stuff like that. And I'm speaking specifically to lighting in this instance. And so if you were interested in what it would take to meet OSHA demands for proper lighting at the pool, I would pursue that on your behalf.
Okay. One other thing too, egg hunt, March 30th. You know, back in the day, the Rotary, when I first started it in 1988, over 1,000 people we had that time. I'm like, oh my gosh. You know, we will be having that. So if anybody's available to help, March 30th, I have the high school kids that are going to help stuff the eggs. Money's a little bit tighter this year. No, money's a lot tighter this year. you know, I had put a lot of other goodies because this egg hunt is more than just an egg hunt. I like to add quite a bit of stuff, but
Where is the egg hunt held?
it's in Rotary Park.
Okay.
And we have at 10 a.m. sharp. It's done at 10:02.
Okay.
And you know, it's for like 3 and 4-year-olds are in the tennis courts.
Yeah.
5, 6, and 7 are inside the playground, and 8, 9, and 10 down at the other end. And we put out thousands of eggs, and it's just great. It's a wonderful thing for like grandparents. You know, their grandchildren are coming. You know, for the weekend, and you know, they come, and I think for me the best part is I'm seeing kids who they were in the egg hunt and now they're bringing their kids.
Yeah.
And that is just so rewarding to me to see.
If you were not brought up in the community, how would you know about it? Like I lived here for a year before I knew there was even a pool.
Okay.
So
Well, there probably wasn't.
Well, I think
Kat, if you saw the pool like a couple years ago, the pool now is like, brag about it. It's phenomenal.
You have no idea what we went through to get that pool back up to where you enjoy
No,
it right now.
I think that's great. One of the things I have been talking about with Nicholas is streamlining city communications and city events in general. So if someone was new to the community and they didn't know that this egg hunt happened every year, how do they know the day that it happens? How do they know where it is, what they would need to bring, what is an expectation for their child?
Stephanie has all that.
No, but how do people know where to find it?
Yeah, so this is something we do with the town. In fact, I met with, you know, the town rec today, and you know, we like today, well, I worked on it today. I would have put it out already, but I need the Berrytown logo for their rec program, the teaser that the egg hunt is coming. I can no longer say Easter. I have to say egg hunt.
Sure.
Why can't
I
you
used to do
Easter?
flyers in the school. Well,
yeah,
I have to, let's just call it egg hunt.
It has to be secular.
Yeah, so, but it's okay. And so, you know, a lot of social media, and like Kat is teaching me, Instagram, those kind of things, the web page from the city. The word sounds like the word could get out better, but I'm telling you, we have we have about 1,000 people in the park.
It's a nice event.
Day.
I'm gonna go. Hey, Stephanie, just so one last thing, whether or not it's electrical stuff on that, but you said you're having some financial constraints or something like that. I can't imagine that cost, you know, that would $200 or $300 help toward that type of event?
Oh, absolutely, because that could help buy some, you know, extra stuff. And we would, if it's like, let's say if it's a Rotary or whomever, they'll all be listed, you know, on all of our materials.
Yeah, so this is an example of the proceeds from the BOR concession where we're able to do more stuff like this. And so as president, I could easily, you know, ask the board to carve out $250 toward the egg hunt. Nothing to do with Easter, of course, but it would be the egg hunt.
Okay.
Follow up with me on that.
Well, I appreciate that.
You know how to get me. And Kat, I'm happy to keep in touch with you. I'll let you guys go. I'm sorry.
Sure. Nice to meet you, Eddie.
All right. Thanks so much. All right. So, well, Kat, thank you so much. I've got to head to my next caregiving and get back on my computer because I still got to work a little. I still owe a little more time today. So
no worries.
All right, I appreciate it. I'll get back to you. I got to get on with Addie, and I'll look forward to seeing you Saturday.
Yeah, sounds good.
Unless it storms. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Stephanie.
Bye. Thank you.